Hello there. It is, bear with me. Bear with me, I've got to fix some, stuff here, but it is, what day of the week is it, God? It is Sunday, you know what that means. Welcome on in, my name is Kira Kennedy, and, sorry, I'm just fixing some, stuff here real fast. It is Sunday, you know what that means. Welcome on in, my name is Kira Kennedy. We are live with Pokemon Violet Shiny Hunting. How are y'all doing today? Oh boy, oh no, that's not what I wanted. These over here, and yeah, that should do the trick. How are y'all doing today? I had a very long day. Basically, kind of just doing a lot of, not gonna lie, I was kind of just sleeping for most of today. Alright, but let's go ahead, let's dive in, let's get this party started. I also have to make a trip over to Laventia because I have to buy some supplies for a team that I'm working on. Team that's a little bit more, I guess, focused than I've usually made my teams. So I will. I don't even remember if I have the Pikalytics alert up here for those who are streaming on watching it on YouTube. Let me quickly check my extensions tab real fast. My extension. I have the Pikalytics tab. Okay. Go ahead. We'll activate it as an overlay. We don't want left team. We want quickly. So this is the team I am currently getting ready to. Oh, this old team. I remember this. This was my old BGC team from Gen 8. This is the. Not. Be there. Yeah, all there. For some reason they're not showing up on the side. Oh well, it's fine. It should be fine. Now let's quickly. That'll show up here. Probably. Oh, it did, but it didn't. Ugh. Okay. Well, doesn't quite work, but whatever. More than just Dragonite and Heatran, but I do have to get some supplies for my EV training. This is going to be a very, very fast team. And I figured, because one of the best pieces of advice someone gave me on yesterday at the tournament was not to be afraid to try to focus more on one side of the spectrum and try not to do much of a jack-of-all-trades situation. So, I'm trying that out with this one. It's a more hyper offensive team. There is still some defense, but I'm hoping having more of a hyper offensive focus will help me out a little more. And Laventia. Like to buy. What am I gonna need? Quickly open up Showdown. I can see. So I need 4. $9. Let's say 30. 50. 75. Actually, yeah, I only need stuff for 4 Pokemon, because one of my Pokemon is already fully EV trained. Let's 75. 75 of those. 45. Those. A little more. No, I have feathers I can use for that, so 45 of those. Oh, I can't afford all that. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to sell some stuff. So, I might have to go to the tournament. Might have to do the Galarian Star tournament after stream. Get some extra cash. See what I can sell off right now. Alright, sell. Bulk selling, see what those. I'm gonna keep the revives and the full restores. Because I have a feeling I'm gonna need them come the Indigo Disc. How's everyone else doing today? There isn't a max. All this stuff. Don't want to really sell any, a lot of stuff here I don't. Oh god, that's a lot of grassy seeds. Let's sell all but one of those. Cash for sell the float stones. I don't need those. Keep the choice specs. Keep a damp rock. Keep a heat rock. A smooth rock. Keep an icy rock. Shell bells. Sell the hard stone. Sell the soft sand. Soft sand. Keep the white herb. Ditch the bright powder. See what else I can. Here. I don't need the unremarkable teacups. I'll keep a masterpiece teacup just in case, but I don't need apples. The evolution stones, because heaven forbid I accidentally run out of those during for any stone evolutions I might need in at Blueberry Academy. I guess we're gonna just refer to it as the Blueberry Dex at this point. Don't need takedown. Keep scary face. Don't think I'm gonna need water pulse. I'll keep low kick just in case. Acid spray. Struggle bug. I'm not gonna need really. I don't think, unless I really want something. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on. Look and see what moves could really be beneficial for competitive. I'm gonna need Aerial Ace TMs for my Dragonite. Hex. Metal Claw. Unless I want to set up a Technician Sweep. I might keep. Yeah, I might keep Water Pulse just in case I want a Technician Sweeper. Struggle Bug. That's gonna help. That might help for raids. Railblaze, I'll hold on to that. Pounce, I'll hold on to that. Charge Beam, I think we're gonna get rid of. Poison Tail's fine. Bulldoze is fine. Keep Magical Leaf, that's good for Technician. Icy Wind is always helpful. Mudshot, I don't want. Air Cutter, I'll hold on to that just in case. Nightshade is useful. Fling, I think I can keep that. Dragon Tail's fine. Venoshock, yeah, we'll keep that. Avalanche, Endure, 70k. We keep the weathers, obvious. Shadow Claw's fine. See if there's any other TMs that I just really don't want to run. Electro Ball for sure. I can always craft another Metronome TM if I need. Grass Knot's fine to keep. Imprison is always something helpful to have. Especially in VGC right now. What else can I really afford to get rid of? Encore I'm gonna keep. Amnesia. Rid of that. Helping Hand is fine. Oh god, I have so many Helping Hand TMs. On Pass is fine to keep. Reversal, Keep the Terrain TMs. I guess something else I can do while I'm hatching my eggs today is just try to focus on crafting stuff. I don't know if I want Steel Beam. I think I can craft another one, but I don't need that, don't want that, don't want that. Keep Haze. Phantom. Smackdown, I don't think I'm gonna need. A bunch of these other ones are fine to keep up, or maybe not. Weather Ball's fine. Seed, yeah, I think Misty Explosion, and not quite enough for what I need. But I'll find some more supplies as we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and mark down some TMs that I think I'm going to need. So Let me see if I can get some... Most of the Pokemon I have already have the moves they need. I think realistically. Stomping Tantrum is one I think I'm gonna need. Stomping Tantrum. Oh, there's a Stomping Tantrum team. We'll mark that one. I can craft Ice Spinner, so I don't really need to worry too much about it. 3 of them. Craft them now. Craft Haze and Ice Beam TMs if I really want. I'll craft a whole fuck ton of Haze TMs. They have all those feed-ass scales from Terra Raids. Not Terra Raids, from Shiny Hunting it. Then fuck it, we'll craft some Ice. We'll craft an Ice Beam TM. In case I want to build a team for singles, maybe. Done Stomping Tantrum, we've done Ice Spinner. Aerial Ace I've got TMs for. Yeah, that's pretty much all I really need, I think. Unless Dazzling Gleam. I'm disarming Voice Training Kiss, Misty Terrain, Play Rough, Dazzling Gleam. Swablu Fluff for that. So. Craft some stuff there, and then go. But I forgetting the minus button is not. That's the one thing. So I'm gonna start in the Asado Desert, I think. I know I can get Phanpy Nails there. And the Mudbray, Mudbray crafting supplies. I'll have to go to Zapapico for that. Yeah, that Pikalytics app is very out of date. It doesn't even... It looks like it can only show stuff from, like, Gen 8. I'll have to find a better, better team preview. Oh, why am I... Phanpy. Team for Fan... Oh, Donphan. That'll work. Alright, so... Only one more Phanpy Nail. Let's see if we can find another Phanpy while this egg hatches. Oh, frick. On the flip side, I did manage to watch first of the 60th anniversary specials for Doctor Who today, and I actually really enjoyed it. I forgot how much I missed the chemistry between David Tennant and Catherine Tate. The only thing I will say is they the resolution to the episode was a little it was a little kind of... Yes. Like, what... sorry, one of the big things that was in Catherine Tate's final episode before this was like almost 15 years ago, I want to say, was that she took on the memories of a Time Lord, which a human was not allowed to do, or is not able to, should not be able to do, and it was causing her brain to essentially overload. But then it turns out because she had a kid in the intervening years, Donna was able to share her kind of the burden with her kid, and they were able to eventually just like, oh yeah, we can just stop. You just like literally let go of the memories, and that somehow fixed everything as far as I can tell. Which was a bit, I will say, anticlimactic to that particular story point. But it did leave me interested. The cliffhanger did leave me interested to see where the next special is going to be going. Because it seems like the end game of these specials is going to be the Neil Patrick Harris character I was showing around a lot of the trailers. Sorry, just trying to struck down these chicken wings super fast. It's gonna be a pain. It's gonna be a pain in the ass when it comes to the flats. Okay, where are the Fampy? I got a Manaphy egg left. All right. Let's swap out a new batch of eggs. Keep on working. Fampy. Oh, it's a Don fan. That'll do. Alright, so we got our Fampy nails. Now... I'm button again. Oh, look, a Fampy. Well, now we're gonna head to Zapapico. Zapapico. Because I know there's Mudsdale around there. It'll make... Because it spawns in hers with Mudbray. Go by much faster. Sorry, bear with me. I'm just trying to get through there real fast. Cartilage there. Alright. Done. Find the Mudsdale. There's a Mudsdale and a Mudbray. That's the Mudbray done. I only needed one. Okay. So we need Swablu Fluffs now. Which honestly I can easily get over by Castle Royal Lake. Either just take out one Altaria, or actually I think I need to take out at least two Altaria. But like literally one herd or one group spawn should be enough. Alright, let's find those Swablu Aria. Also, eggs. And I don't think I'm gonna need any, I don't think I'm gonna need any Terra stuff. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I need any defense, any defensive, drugs, or any defensive vitamins. I think I can probably get away with just getting maybe some offensive. Ooh, the speed. The speed's gonna be an issue. Speed. Thing I hadn't considered. We'll see. We'll see how much I can afford. Also, I made a slight little change to the layout. You can't really notice it, but because Twitch alerts like saying redemption or sound redemption won't show up in chat because I'm using Restream's chat screen. I just set up the sound alerts and blurp pop-ups to actually kind of just show up when the redemption happens. Like, I'll obviously hide them away when, or hide them under the Elgato screen when Halloween comes around and the jump scare alerts are in, but for now it's just easier for me to thank whoever redeems them, right? Here. Ooh, hello. Miss Magus and Miss my brain is fucked. Miss Trevis and Miss Magus. Actually, exploring around here is not too bad, because there's always going to be those feathers I can pick up. Which could be helpful to kind of offset the amount of defensive vitamins I would need. Alright, let's find a place where these things spawn without resorting to a sandwich. I know I could also technically just do the ogre ousting for Mochi, but honestly, I can't figure out a good reason why I'm not doing ogre ousting, but screw it. Other than I've already kind of committed to shit. That's the wrong button. Oh jeez, no, fuck. Wondering why none of my eggs were hatching. Oh, that. Alright, well, I've got all my stuff ready to craft. So, wrong button. It. I don't know why, but by default, even though I've been playing this game for over a year now, always by default I'm gonna reach. I feel like I reach for the minus button whenever I want to access the map instead of the Y button. And then when I'm trying to, actually I don't think the minus button really does anything besides activating the bike in Sword and Shield. Ugh. Hey, Dragonflame, how you doing, bud? Why am I in Medali? Oh, right, I just needed the closest Pokemon Center. Alright, let's make those TMs. One Dazzling Gleam TM. And... oh, nice! Who'd you find? A new Pokemon, or you catch a new shiny, or like a new IRL friend? Shiny Bergmite. Ooh, nice. What am I looking for? Obviously not here. Looking for the map. Okay. Let's go to Medali. Let's go to Laventia and see what I can afford to buy from all the supplies I need. Didn't even notice at first. Yep, it's hard to notice because the shininess is underneath. It looks like it pissed itself essentially. So I need enough for 4 Pokemon. I need enough vitamins for my Dragonite, my Chien-Pao, my Farigiraf, my Heatran, and my Ogerpon. I know it only shows Dragonite and Heatran there, but I just recently found out that the Pikalytics extension for Twitch doesn't really work with Gen 9 Pokemon. Okay, so... 4, 29. Okay. Oops. 4, 29, 30, 80. 20, 46, let's say. 46 should do the trick. We're getting dangerously close here. 46. Work on perfecting the entire Hisui Dex. Nice! Good luck with that, bud. Some of those research points are tough. Okay, so we need 25 special attack. And the speed's gonna be the issue. I need 52, say 53 speed. I can only get 20. Oh wait, no, I can get more than 20 because I still have my league points. Gonna try to shiny Alpha Gardevoir? Yeah, because the alphas are even harder to find than the regular shinies. Alright, so I need 23 more. B. There. Thank God I had all those league points from laddering. You know a way to cheese? That's nice. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna take a minute to. Yeah, you know what? We'll do the that stuff at the end. Let's see how many. Okay, that's good. Theory. Ooh, I got muscle feathers. I got muscle feathers for the rest. Ooh, actually, I almost have enough Swift Feathers. You perfect Gardevoir's page, and my odds will be as high. Yeah, I know I've done that for the the fossils were a pain in the ass to try to perfect their page for. And it's even more of a pain in the ass to hunt those because you can only hunt them in space-time distortions. Alright, I'm gonna make a trip down to Medali, but I'm gonna go the long way. I'm gonna go the long way to Medali. Go north, I think. Wrong button. I've already had 3. Oh. 3 shinies from space... 3 shiny fossils from the space-time distortions? Man, you're lucky. Like... Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, pretty much I just decided to give up on shiny hunting the fossils until the Indigo Disc comes out. 3 distortions? Oh god, yeah. Fair enough. Those are... Like, if you're patient enough, it's fine. Like, once I was able to start double hunting, once I got my 3DS modded, it became a little easier to farm for distortions. But it's just... I think I have enough Terra Shards to be able to do all the Terra type changing I need. Because realistically, I need a Ghost and a Fairy. I think that's all I need. Let me double check. Yeah. Yeah, 1 Terra Fairy change. I think my Heatran's already Terra Fairy, but I don't know for certain. I think, yeah, 2 Fiona eggs. The only thing that worries me a bit about the team I'm working on is going to be, I kind of have a 4 move slot situation with my Dragonite. 4 move syndrome situation with my Dragonite. Like, I put Outrage on there, as well as E-Speed, Aerial Ace, and Stomping Tantrum. Though I am debating swapping out, because it's just the standard choice band set, with the EVs a little more mixed up than usual. But one thing I might change with the team, I'm wondering, is if I change out my Farigiraf for Indeedee instead. So that way I can still do the Imprison setup, but I can also have Heal Pulse to work with. Like, I don't think Farigiraf gets Heal Pulse. I could always check. But the idea is, like, either Indeedee or, Indeedee or Farigiraf are there for the sake of, Trick Room Deterrent. Because Trick Room teams are still, like, one of the biggest problems a lot of the more recent teams I've been building have had in common. Oh god. No, there's a Varoom! Damn it! Go away! Alright. Actually, while I'm here, I'm gonna go to my box real fast. I'm gonna see who needs a Terra type change on this team. So, Daenerys doesn't. He's Terra normal. Slappy doesn't. They're Terra water. Leopleurodon needs it. Heatran doesn't. Asuka's locked to water. And I need a nickname for Farigiraf, but Farigiraf is going to be Terra Fairy. Actually, I should see if I can teach them some of the moves naturally. Otherwise, I might have to craft some more TMs. I might have to craft some more TMs. We don't want to crap TMs. Crapping TMs is bad. All right, let's see what I can. Let me just see what TMs I have that I can teach Farigiraf now. Helping Hand. Get rid of double hit. Imprison. Reason I had that. Dazzling Gleam, of course. And do I have the Trick Room TM? I don't. Okay, so I need TM for Trick Room. Let's get that ready. Oh, yeah, it is. It is. It is absolutely really good at stalling. I want TM made. Psychic. Multi-siding stored power psychic ranks that have. There we go. Alright, so I need Bronzor fragments and Gothita eyelashes. Well, I'm still gonna kind of ride my way over to, oh, I should probably put some eggs in the box. And we gotta level up. We gotta max out Leopleurodon's level. We don't technically need to. I just choose to. Just letting a Sneasel. Yep, it'll do. It's good at that. It's surprisingly good at that. Oh boy. I'm actually very curious to when we start getting into the more restricted meta for VGC, if mythicals are going to start being allowed again. I know they did an experiment with that for a month in Gen 8. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. Okay, so... yeah. Oh, shit. Actually, what I can also do is I can set a marker, the Treasure Eatery. That way, the map will always be pointing towards it. I know I could just warp there, but I'm hatching eggs here. Speaking of hatching eggs, up the count. Hell was that? I love how it let me finish my U-turn before starting the egg hatching cutscene. Sneasel's use of sword. Oh, it's a Scovillain. It did less damage? Oof. Okay, gotta... I hate... I not a big fan of Scovillain. I mean, it's a cool design. I'm glad we finally got our first fire grass type. Hello, Gallade. Had to double check and make sure I wasn't seeing blue. Oh god, please don't charge me. We have a slight frame drop at the beginning of... What did I just say? I said don't charge me. Gallade is also something I'm potentially thinking could be decent for, but I kind of want to keep it simple right now. And for me, for Farigiraf or Indeedee, kind of seem like the better options for a tournament team. Because both prevent priority, both have ways around, both have ways to prevent Trick Room without resorting to taunting or encore. Indeedee at least has the advantage of 100 unreported data findings. Jeez. Thank God Arceus is, I guess thank Arceus. Arceus is one of only 2 Pokemon in the Hisui Dex that you don't really need to do anything to max out its research. Because I'm pretty sure Arceus and Unknown, you just naturally max out their research along the way. Well, Unknown, you max out its research by finding all of the Unknown hidden around the region. Yep, that's it. Alright, famed treasure eatery. We need 2... much? Oh, I got 1 more egg to hatch. Okay. I only need 2 Pokemon to change their Terra type. So... Terra Fairy, for Farigiraf. Because it's just a good defensive Terra type overall. And it'll help with, like, I think even the Cresselia I used for the longest time. Yeah, all you have to do is catch her. Yeah, exactly. Alright, let's see what other... Need Terra Ghost. For Leopleurodon. It's a Leopleurodon, Charlie, a magical Leopleurodon. He's going to show us the way to Candy Mountain, Charlie. I literally just named it that because I thought it was funny. It's not even what a Leopleurodon looks like. A Leopleurodon looks like Lapras. Alright. Alpha Espeon. Ooh, nice! Yeah, alphas and distortions are always kind of cool. Alright, let's go ahead and... One recover, no thank you. One throat chop. That's tempting, actually. Because that prevents Perish Song. And also, it's a good way of deterring Como-O. Setting up. I'm gonna go with Throat Chop. I know Sucker Punch is a decent idea, but if I'm not gonna run Sucker Punch on... Maybe Indeedee actually is the better play. I don't know. I'm gonna check Pikalytics later, but for now, I need Sacred Sword, so that's fine. Alright, so Crunch and Ice Spinner are the 2 TMs I need for Leopleurodon. Also, I need a Focus Sash. Oh yeah, Hisuian Avalugg is surprisingly... Okay, I need a Life Orb. I need a Choice Band. Choice Band. I'll go Citrus Berry for now, but... I'm gonna check Pikalytics later. I have this hunch that... it might not be a terrible idea to swap to Indeedee instead of Farigiraf. Let's take 1 piece's Life Orb away. That to Heatran. Keep the Assault Vest on Slappy. Also, Heatran needs a nickname. And now, Leopleurodon needs a focus sash. Where are my focus sashes? Oh, I need to take this assault vest off of Creed. That did not help me in the slightest. That's what I get for trying to be cute with my teams. And I don't have the necessary experience to be able to back up being cute. Got our focus sash. Everyone's pretty much got their items. Might change the, also, let's quickly... Summary. TM to learn move. There's the trick room. There's the trick room TM. Oh, I have trick room TMs. I didn't need that then. I forgot I had trick room TMs, so I don't even need to craft anything from trick room. You need Stomping Tantrum and Aerial Ace. Okay, Stomping Tantrum will be further down. Where's Stomping Tantrum? Oh, there it is. Get rid of Dragon Rush. Necessary. It was for the fact that I have plenty of steel type coverage between Slappy and Heatran. I'd probably just put and honestly, Heatran is kind of there to try to discourage Hisui and Arcanine. I might wind up swapping Slappy if I'm perfectly honest, but that's what testing is for. We figure out what works and what doesn't with the team. So let's quickly teach moves. Oh, wait, no, we need TMs to learn moves. I need Ice Spinner. I know Icicle Crash is usually a little more... Nice! Congrats! Wait, why is Crunch an Ice TM? It's a Dark type. Oh. Oh my god, that's barely noticeable. That is barely noticeable. I couldn't figure out why Crunch wasn't... why Crunch looked so similar to Ice. What else do I need? Throat Chop, Ice Spinner, Sacred Sword. What was the last move I needed? Protect! Right, I need Protect. Oh god, I need to craft Protect TMs, don't I? Shit! Okay, we'll have to craft that later. Actually, we can craft that instead. But you wanna know how messed up yesterday's tournament team was? There were so many last minute changes. I forgot that I had Protect on my Annihilate while holding an Assault Vest. Like, I'm trying to use Protect. I'm not paying attention to my own team sheet. And it says... And I click Protect, and it says, oh, you can't use Protect when you're holding the Assault Vest. Like, oh, shit. Because originally, I need Protect. We'll watch that. And... wrong button again. Finally caught. Oh, you mean it's hard to catch one of those? Do you know how many golden balloons I have caught in my time in Legends Arceus? 7. I have caught 7 shiny Drift. I have enough for almost more than one team of shiny Drifloon. That's how many shiny Drifloon I have in Legends Arceus. Oh, you forgot you caught. I thought that said finally. Absolutely, if you want it. Let me just transfer it in. Alright, so who needs hyper training? You? Not you. You need two. You're fine. You're fine. You need a lot. Okay, so Leopleurodon, Daenerys, and Farigiraf need hyper training. You know what? Fuck it. You're getting a gold bottle cap. You're getting a gold bottle cap, Khaleesi. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. I'm happy to help. Let me just finish with the hyper train, and then I'll get those balloons for you. Use regular bottle caps. Attack and defense. Don't care about special attack. Yep, continue hyper training. Now we just need one for Farigiraf. Oh, the face behind the mask is green. That's it. Let me actually show you a picture of Shiny Ogerpon. Save images. Ugh. God damn it, why does this have to be a fucking JFIF? Give me the goddamn... Go to Cerebi, so I can do it from here. Fucking Google images. Put in pictures. Screenshots? Fuck it, put it in screenshots. Okay. So. I'm about to blow your minds. I'm about to show you what Shiny Ogerpon looks like. Screenshots. That is Shiny Ogerpon. You can't even tell it's shiny if it has the mask on. That is what Shiny Ogerpon looks like. Oh, right. That is, it's shiny. That's straight from Cerebi itself. Here, let me post you the link in chat so you can see. Let me post you the link straight from the Cerebi page. That is what Ogerpon Shiny actually looks like, according to Cerebi. All hyper trained up? Oh yeah, you're fine. Alright. And since I'm near where I need to go, get rid of Disappoint. Like, that's one of those Pokemon, like, thank God it's shiny locked. Because that's one of those Pokemon where you're like, oh, wow, that looks no different. No! No, because it was a Fione. You know what I find super funny about Scarlet and Violet? Yep. It is really just... It really is. It's the face. Instead of yellow, it's green. That's the difference between shiny Ogerpon and regular Ogerpon. Alright, there's where I need to go. And I'll post it in the restream chat so the people on YouTube can see it if you have not seen it yet. That is the link to... Oh no, it's worse than Zapdos, because Zapdos you can at least tell if you look close enough. Unless you see the shiny sparkle with Ogerpon, there's no way to tell, because by default, it has the teal mask on. You can't see Ogerpon without its mask. It's just coded that way. Even though the picture has it taking its mask off, and there is clearly animations of Ogerpon without her mask on. You know, due to the story nature of the teal mask. You cannot see her without her mask on. So therefore, if you see her shiny, if you miss the sparkles, or you don't hear the animation, it's impossible to tell. Alright, so I need Vivian. Are there any Vivian around here? Yeah, she has the... She. Ogerpon is 100% female. You don't have to say it, you don't have to say they. Ogerpon is always female. And the loyal 3 are always male. Which adds a whole nother level of, like, uncomfortableness to Ogerpon's story, because this was something Max always told me, or told me when we were playing through, Okay, need one more. Oh, look at all the Vivian. I guess because it's raining, bugs more likely to spawn in the rain. Alright, let's stop hitting the select the minus button to open the map. I get it. Baron, hey, don't sweat it, bud. Okay, there's gonna be someone on the YouTube side of things. I should have made sure it was posting from Twitch specifically instead of Restream. That's my bad. The many interesting facts of multi-streaming. It's possible to... Oh, well, look at that. There's an Oinkalone outbreak. So much easier than looking for a Spoink. Spoink. Lechonk. How the fuck did I get my pigs mixed up? They're not even the same fucking type. This is like trying to figure out the Dene's name all over again. Back when I used to do DAs regularly, I would constantly mix up the Pikachu clones for some reason. I think there was even one point where I somehow mixed up Kyogre and Kyurem. Alright. Come on, get the pig. I want bacon. Thank you. Wait. Oh, no, that's yellow. Oh, God. All the Luxio. Thank God none of them are shiny. Get out of my face! Hey, get out of my sandwich. No. Leave it be. And... Oh, get out of there. Jesus. Okay. Craft that Protect TM. I want a TM made. I really just gotta, like, stock up on so many of these. Oh, that's why. Okay. Let's quickly run over to our box. Each Leopleurid on Protect. I want to check Picolytics real quick, see if, see how well Indeedee pairs with. Okay, Ogerpon, Hearthflame for Regaref. No Indeedee. What about with Shenpao? No. What about Ogerpon Wellspring? Oh. No Indeedee. Heatran, probably. Surprisingly not, actually. For Regaref, just some reason synchronizes better with a lot of these. Interesting. I was supposed to tell what counts as a heavy Avalugg. I got no clue. Alright, remember, use a TM to learn moves. Protect. Ruination. I think the one regret I'm going to have with my team is not having any speed control, but I think I'll be fine in that sense. Because I have extreme speed on my Dragonite. Okay. That, I should have been able to tell right away, that is going to be a Fionate. Because it always goes from top to bottom, but it's also based off of the incubation time an egg will have. And I used the fucking minus button to open the map and try to open the map again. I gotta stop doing that. Oops. What do we got? Yeah, I don't think there's much else we could do here. Pretty much gotten all our TMs together. I should probably actually start loading up on Herba Mystica at some point again, because we're gonna. I mean, I get a ton of Herba from. Ooh, actually, I don't think I can get up on the ladder in max out on the ladder in 4 days, but we'll see. I guess 5 days technically, but before the start of December. Let's leave it at that. I don't know, to be honest, what could count as a heavy. I mean, I guess if you catch it, it gives you that little prompt that you've made a new entrant in your Pokedex or something, but I can't remember. I think short of talking to, you know, I think just catching them is the only way you can really tell. I mean, there might be some Avalugg that are larger than others because they do show size. They do show size in the overworld when it comes to Avalugg, or when it comes to Legends Arceus. I mean, with Avalugg too, but more specifically Legends Arceus. Or I guess less specifically. Okay. Terra Ice Jolteon. Just found an Alpha Bergmite. Nice! Congrats. Alright. I think, honestly, I'm better off sending Yokozuna in here. Because he has guts. So if I can set up the belly drum and avoid it going for the yawn. Yeah, I think we... I think Yokozuna's the play here. I don't know. It might. But trust me, like, there was one, there's that one, Weasel mission. Or that Weasel side mission where you gotta catch, like, a large-sized Weasel. And it's just... Oh. Shit, it has Thunder Wave. Well, you know what? That's actually not too bad, because I can get the Guts boost. I just have that risk of not attacking every now and then. No, I imagine you already did the Weasel mission. I'm just saying, like, as an example of something with size being an issue. Or, like, you have to look for a specific size of Pokemon. Oh, we counted it? Sweet. Then you're good. Alright. See how much a Drain Punch will do here. That, as long as I don't get paralyzed, I should be fine. Didn't even finish the fucking sentence. As long as I don't get paralyzed, it should be fine. Don't get paralyzed. Okay, that worked. Don't get paralyzed. Hey, maybe if I don't extend the sentence out. You getting paralyzed is very nice, though. Alright. If I can Terrastalize, I'm gonna close combat as long as I do not get paralyzed. It should be done. We should be done with this. Because I'm pretty sure a +6 Terra boosted, Guts boosted, super effective close combat from an Adamant Nature, Max Attack, Hariyama should take out Jolteon. Assuming I don't get paralyzed. Oh. Sweet. Need to kill 25. Yeah, that'll, that's actually not so bad, because Avalugg does at least spawn. It's very likely to spawn around the place where you meet the Warden of the snowy. I forget what the snowy area is called. At the Cobalt Coastlands, the fucking... I forget so many of the names. Elekid is now perfected. Nice, congrats. What else is something I can really... Oh shoot! I need to change some. I need to change some natures. All right, let me quickly do that while I'm here. Who needs a nature change? Daenerys needs one. Heatran should get one. Lappy's fine. Leo Pleurodon needs one. Asuka needs one. And Farigiraf needs one. And also Heatran and Farigiraf need nicknames. Also, I just realized my team is Elekid or Avalugg. We need some mints here. So, Adamant Mint for Daenerys. Let's go Jolly. The Elekid line. Ah, fair enough. Let's go Jolly for, wait. What's my... It's Adamant. Okay, so we'll give Daenerys the Adamant nature. Actually, let's just give her Jolly. Let's give her a Jolly. Let's make her Jolly instead of Adamant. Shit, I need another Jolly Mint. Okay, I'll have to get that later. I need Bold and Impish. And a Modest Mint. Get a Modest Mint for Heatran. Bold Mint for Rigorath. And Impish Mint for Asuka. Oh, the Icelands, right. Oh, absolutely nice. Just actually, I think regular mass outbreaks are better than massive mass outbreaks, if I remember correctly. So I need a Jolly Mint. I need a Jolly Mint, which I can easily just buy. I were to stop opening the Pokédex instead of the map. First outbreak I find is Bidoofs. Yep, that'll do it. Alright, let's go mark Chansey Supply, and we'll just ride our Pokemon there. Pocket Monsters, how you doing, Max? Well, how are you talking? How are you speaking to us then? Are you, wait, do ghosts get the internet? No, how you doing? I already said that. Sorry. I am absolutely fried myself, so I know what you were feeling. You're a Rotom now. Which form? Are you the ever so useful fan form, Rotom? Base, because I'm too... Fair enough. Also, base form is also still technically a ghost. I think realistically, there's only two places where Fan Rotom is actually helpful, and both games, they're only useful because abilities aren't a thing, and that's Legends Arceus and Pokemon Go, which I don't honestly think. I don't think Rotom Fan is available in Pokemon Go yet, but. Yeah, just due to the sheer lack of abilities. I think I upped the count here. Platinum. Yeah, that I knew. Yeah, even though they get the new move and stuff, they still all have the Ghost Electric type. That's actually interesting, because that's... I guess that's technically another situation where Rotom Fan isn't completely useless, but that's because it doesn't change its type. It just changes its form and gets a different map instead of the fucking... Or the Pokedex instead of the fucking map again. Okay, what do I need? Yeah, it's... Oh, decent. It makes it decent. Oh, I guess there's really no other difference between the Rotom forms with the exception of that, you know, the move at that point. And their appearance. The one special move they all get, and then appearance. What am I looking for? Got a Curly Outbreak. Ooh, nice! What do I need? I'm gonna go to Kitakami, check out what the 6-star... The water type den. Okay. Go to Fallen Horn. And I can also check out the rest of the dens here and see what are 5-star dens that could potentially give us a some Herba Mystica. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to get the Master Ball on the ladder without... Oh, that's... Oh, yeah, I can see why. Yeah. I can see why that would be helpful. Resist poison is immune to fighting, right. Here's the question, can you catch Rotom before you run into that team? Because I know it's accessible in Eterna Forest, but I can't remember what level it's at. In Platinum you can? Oh, okay. Chandelure. Oh boy. Okay, well. Iron Hand's in there. 15 in Platinum. Okay. Wait. Maybe. No, we don't want to use Chestnut. Appleton could potentially help, but I think... Oh, shit. Oh, well, I guess we're just doing this with Iron Hands, then. Ugh. Never mind, I got the Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum levels mixed up. Oh. It's okay, I mean, that's still early enough on in the game. And that would be around the second gym. Maybe third. In terms of, like, the level cap. Shit. You know, in hindsight, I probably could have used my, I have a better idea on what I can use. Catch after Gardenia, the second gym, right. Which again, makes sense, because it fits with the level cap. Or with the level scaling. Because you need, right. And that is also probably something that would prevent you from catching Rotom at that point, is the need of the cut HM, which you need the second gym for. Need the second gym badge for. Okay, I have an idea. I have one of two ideas. I'm gonna try this one first. In Diamond Pearl BDSP, it's level 15. It's post-game only there. Oh. Alright, so we have Velogreymon, who actually really helped me get my Hisuian Samurott. Yeah, I could see that being problematic. A special attacker is probably best here. I could also use, in theory, I probably could have used my, Belly Bolt that I had from my, I think it was the Flying Decidueye raids? But this'll do. Oh, it doesn't have Flash Fire. Okay, it must have Infiltrator. Alright. I think you told me this before, but let's see, yeah. You probably mentioned it when I was doing my BDSP playthrough. That didn't do as much as I was hoping. Ah, damn, there goes my Hadron Collider. Boost. So Parabolic Charge should get me back up to mostly full. without messing with the system this time. Okay. Oh, what game are you able to get more than one Rotom in a day for the first time without messing with the system? No shiny Curly, that's unfortunate. Okay, so without messing with the system time, what game were you able to get more than one Rotom in a day for the first time? I want to say either X and Y, or I mean you could breed for Rotom, so you could easily say Gen 4, but I want to say either X and Y or Legends Arceus, but I think it's X and Y. Sword and Shield. Ah, okay. Go for the Parabolic Charge. You only get one per week. Ah, okay. I mean, yeah, I should have known about the X and Y, the Sword and Shield one, because that's how I got my shiny Rotom, my first shiny Rotom. Just randomly while I was completing my Pokedex. Right, okay. I thought there were you could find multiple there. Yeah. I thought you could find them in multiple trash cans. Alright, now piss off. But no, you're not shiny. Your flame would be red if you were. And no, and the Lola, it's only available through Island Scan, right? Wrong fucking button again. God damn it. Okay. Let's put you back to ride form. Moltres back. Gen 5, it's in-game trait. Oh, wow. Alright, let's go mark off these, One of these days, I'm gonna remember, it's the frickin' Y button, not the minus button. Better to give a Ditto and get a Rotom, and in Black and White 2, Black 2, White 2, it's the reverse. You trade a Rotom for a Ditto? Huh, interesting. Okay, next den. Just kind of fishing for 5-star dens here, see if I can get any Herba Mystica. But I don't feel like messing with system time right now. That's kind of hilarious. Whee! Oh god. Almost landed on the Trevenant. 18 days, yep. Mandibuzz. Okay. Alright. Mandibuzz is actually something I can manage. I could go Azumarill. Could go Charizard, although it doesn't have a good, doesn't have a very good flying type move. I could also go Slowbro, but I don't think I want to do that. Sylveon or Fluttermane would probably be decent. Or I could also go Gallade, but I'm gonna go Sylveon, or sorry, Fluttermane. I don't think I did actually. Okay, ow. Ugh. Here's itchy. Alright, so... I think I can probably get away with, get away with a Fake Tears and then a couple of Calm Minds. Oop. I mean, I saw the video. I saw a bit of the video. But yeah, not something we want to really share in, yeah. I'm just gonna take it down because I don't want to share any spoilers in chat for anyone who might want to be, go in spoiler free. Calm Mind. Yeah, don't worry about it. Armor. Oh boy. That's speed boost. Alright, let's just go straight for the Moon Blast. Alright. Ah, shit. Well, that's annoying. Let's just go for the Moon Blast. Just start doing damage. All I can really think of. Special release media sanctioned by TPC. Yeah. Like, and that's the cool thing about Joe is he's not gonna talk about that unless it he had the okay. But yeah, I know. Like, oh, son of a... I'm just gonna go for another Moon Blast. Yeah, I just, you know, even if it's an official release, I just want to keep it as spoiler-free as possible. For people who, like, I've started looking up the stuff there. Like, you saw me posting in the spoiler-free section. Let me double-check that, yeah. Moon Blast. The new move? Is it the new moves? Or is it a certain Pokemon that's coming back? Yeah. Oy, God damn it. Okay. Ugh. Among other things, yes. You know what? I don't even need to terrestrialize. But I'm going to. Alright, that's Manda Buzz down. That's actually the first time I've used my Flutter Mane in a raid in a long time. We're in the middle of a Geodude outbreak. Nice. How's it going so far? Oh, sweet. Well, no, spicy, sour, and salty, but still. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. I think it's one of the things. It's got to be one of the things they're doing that like kind of really makes people more acclimated to the official competitive format, right? Anyway, I just need to run to the bathroom real quick, so I'm gonna be back in just a bit. Okay, sorry about that. We're back. Excuse me. All right, let's find our next den. All right. I think my team is pretty much ready. I just need to do the EV training at this point. Maybe after this batch hatches, I'll take a quick break from hatching eggs and work on the EV part. Yep. That's the fun part about outbreaks, I guess. Although, wait, hang on. You're playing Legends Arceus. Are you playing Legends Arceus, or... How many more eggs do I have left to hatch in this batch? No more. Got a Stantler outbreak. Oh, nice! Alright, let's quickly... these away. And while I'm here... just EV train, actually we don't need to EV train all of them. We just need to EV train 5 of them. It is in Kitakami, yeah. But I can't remember if Dragonflame said they were talking about, they were playing Legends Arceus or... Taylor isn't. Ah, okay. Oh, right, yeah, no, it's... yeah, okay, It's been a long weekend. Alright, so let's open up... go down here so I can figure out the EV spreads I need. So. Need 4 HP ups for Daenerys. $20 for Ran. Still needs a nickname. $26 for Asuka. And 26 for Fergaraf. Okay, now let's do... 20 proteins for Dragonite. 26 for Leopleurodon. So what do we need next? Iron. Let's do 26 for Asuka. And 16 for Farigiraf. Arbos. Maxing speed, maxing speed. Max out speed for you. Oh, no! No, I fucked up. I used calcium instead of... oh, wait, no, I didn't. I didn't fuck up. Oh, God. I thought I fucked up there for a second. Okay. Protein for Asuka. Let's get 4 muscle feathers. 5 muscle feathers for Daenerys. Whoops. Oh well. 4 resist feathers for Daenerys. 4 clever feathers for Daenerys. And then scroll. Put the last one into H. Put 4 into 8. We'll put 5 into HP. Doesn't matter at this point. All right. 4 into. Wait. I need to check the stats real quick. I think I might have fucked something up. Yep, it happened. Next. Okay. Okay, you're fine. You're maxed. I mean, honestly, what are you gonna do at this point? He can't go to AEW. He can't do much else, to be honest. Okay. So we've maxed out Dragon. We maxed out Daenerys. Oh, thank you. Well, it's not the full team, because there's also my Iron Hands who isn't there. Alright, we need 8 Zincs for you. What do we need for calcium? We need 24 calciums. Four calciums. 5 zincs. We got 16. Get 4 resist feathers on you. Actually, let's get 5 resist feathers on you. And 9 resist feathers on you. Or 9 clever feathers on you. 4 swift feathers on Heatran. Oh, what am I missing? Oh. 4 genius feathers. Genius feathers. 4 resist feathers. Rest goes in health. No. 4 health feathers. Best. Oh yeah. Wait, that was what was giving the that was what was hypnotizing the unit agents? What the meep was using to hypnotize the unit agents? Let's just put the rest in now. Screw it. Alright, so. Heatran is done. Asuka is done. Daenerys is done. I need to check Leopleurodon real quick. Interesting. Okay, so we need to put HP into Leopleurodon. What do you wait? What? On. Have any effect? Okay, so we need some swift feathers then. Screw it. Got that speed. Wait. What happened to Leopleurodon? Wait, give me a sec. Oops. I think I screwed something up there. Okay, let's give some defense and special defense reducing berries on Leopleurodon real quick. I need Greppa to use 4 Greppa berries. Uh-oh. I don't have any defense dropping berries. Oh well. Should be fine. Let's see. feather. That'll do. Alright, and then what else do I need? Okay, you know what? I should do this just one at a time. Oops. Check something. Daenerys. It's good. Heatran. $52. Okay. Heatran is good. You know, Pleurodon is kind of good. Everyone's good, I guess. Alright. That is the team. Check the, I check the, stats real quick. I can do that later, actually. I have no idea what the round things are, to be honest. Save and out that. But I do like how the new TARDIS interior is basically another throwback to the original TARDIS design. Hell, even Tennant's new screwdriver, I like. It's kind of an amalgamation of it. The most obvious the most obvious design of it is it's an amalgamation of both Smith and Tennant's Sonics. Part of me feels like there's maybe a bit of Capaldi in there too. There's definitely no Whitaker. But I do find it interesting that his new screwdriver can build walls, almost. It seems like it can build walls and can be used like, almost like a portable projector screen. I don't know if it could do that for a while. Because I'll be honest, I haven't watched a lot of Whitaker's run on Doctor Who. Oh yeah, that's just the first of the specials too. I am curious to know what the second special is. Because I feel like, of the 3 specials, the third one is going to be the one involving Neil Patrick Harris's character. Which I'm assuming is the Celestial Toymaker at this point. Who, if you don't watch Doctor Who, the Celestial Toymaker was the big bad of the 20th anniversary of the show, I believe. I didn't 20th, yeah, I think it was the 20th anniversary of the show, the 5 Doctors. Which was really only the 4 Doctors. Because Tom Baker didn't really show up in that. Found a group of birds that drop agua berries. Nice! Because technically, you had... Tom Baker was actually absent for most of the quote-unquote 5 Doctors. So it was just the first... It was just the first, second, third, and 5th Doctors who spent the majority of the episode there. I should probably up that count before I forget. Actually, one thing I really liked about the episode was the fact that the Doctor did not hesitate to correct himself when Donna's daughter chastised him for assuming the Meep was a guy. Yeah, it was upgraded from... It was around at the heart. Okay, but the Celestial Toymaker was also the big bad from the 5 Doctors, if I remember correctly. Yeah, like it was upgraded from that. I mean, to be fair, Capaldi... I think Smith's particular Sonic was there almost as long as Tennant's. I'd say Tennant's was probably there longer, because he had it from... Yep. Canon non-binary characters in Doctor Who, played by a trans actress, too. Which I think is kind of cool. But I loved the fact that the Doctor was... The second Rose said, did you just assume he's a man? And Doctor was like, oh, yeah, no. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Because, number one, it shows kind of how much the show has changed, but also, like, from the point of view of the Doctor, he was Jodie Whittaker, like, 3 hours before this episode happens. I want to, like, 3 hours or, like, the day before this episode happens. So it's not like it's a strange, you know, the concept of regeneration doesn't know gender at all, right? But yeah, Rose is amazing. She's like I don't know the name of the actress who plays her, but she gets so much of Donna's energy, and I friggin' love it. The one thing and I did say this earlier, the one thing I did find a little weird about the episode was the whole meta-crisis the whole resolution of the meta-crisis issue kind of seemed to be like, oh yeah, we have to do that. Yeah, it turns out we could just get rid of the meta-crisis this whole time. Yeah. I do think it was a little bit anticlimactic, but I'm glad we don't have that sort of Damocles over our head with Donna. Because, like, I was so used to the concept of Moffat killing off companions as soon as they were done with the show, that it was a nice touch. It was a nice touch to you know, to be reminded with Russell T Davies. He almost never killed a companion. With the exception of Captain Jack, but, you know. Like, between Davies and Chibnall, I'm glad we never had any companions that really kind of died. Like, we had companions that left of their own free accord, but never ones that actually... Yeah. Yeah. I know when Donna's mom was talking about, when David Tennant was saying, like, oh, wouldn't it be great to see Wilf this one last time? My immediate thought was, don't you dare. I'm not ready for this. I am not ready for Bernard Cribben's last... Oh no, Catherine Tate is amazing. Yeah, like, I think partway through the episode, my immediate reaction was, holy fuck, I miss Donna. Like, she did not miss a goddamn beat. Even when, as soon as she got her memories back, her first reaction was, I gave away all my money! Because I was trying to be you! Even though she didn't even remember the Doctor. That little piece of him from the meta-crisis was still there. Even just subconsciously. Oh look, it's a tourist trap. Fuck your tourist trap. Ooh, should probably swap out me eggs. Anything in here? Oh, hello, Geodude. Oh, right. This is where the Kitakami Ogre Clan, one of the members is. So, like I said, I'm very interested to see what that second special is going to be about, because unless they're doing like a situation with the End of Time, where the Celestial Toymaker is kind of like a two-part villain, which I think would actually be very fitting. I think that would actually be kind of fitting, because it's been a while since we've had, like, a regeneration special where there were actual fucking stakes, and, like, the villain meant something to the point where they had to go past, like, a single episode. Like, and I'm saying this to someone, I loved the power of the Doctor. That, I think, was, like, the only episode of Whittaker's era that I loved. That I watched, I should say. But, you know, that episode, even though it was only a single episode, I think It was paced well. I think they gave it enough time to breathe. Plus, like, Sacha Dhawan's portrayal of the Master is probably my favorite. Like, I can't comment obviously on Anthony Ainley or Roger Delgado because I didn't watch a lot of classic Who. For clarification, Anthony Ainley and Roger Delgado were the first two incarnations of the Master that we've seen on TV. There was also that time Eric Roberts was the Master, but honestly, I think even though he did as best as he could, he came out as more of a douchebag than anything else. Like, of the actors who played the Master that I've seen, honestly, it's probably a tie for the bottom between Michelle Gomez and John Sim. I guess there's also technically the War Master, Derek Jacobi's incarnation, but unless you listened to the audio dramas, you really only had him as the Master for like 30 seconds. Oh, the Mr. Oh, yeah. I chuckled at that, because it's like, oh, man, it took... And ads. What do you mean ads? I chuckled at the fact that the slightly psychic paper took a while to acclimate... Oh, okay, you're back. Fair enough. Ads on the Twitch side of things. My bad. Yeah. Honestly, I think it could have been better. I still do believe that Anthony Stewart Head would have probably made a better incarnation of the Master, and he's someone who American audience would know because this was like, I think this was like right as Buffy was starting out too. Because like Buffy started in what, mid-90s, right? So, like, we would have still had a lot of Giles from Buffy the Vampire Slayer at that point. So it would have been, like, a recognizable face, even though he wasn't an A-lister at the time. But also, I think that's the first time... I want to say it's the first time the Doctors used the slightly psychic paper since, like... that one episode during Capaldi's era. I think the last time he used before that was one of Matt Smith's holiday specials, where he finally told a lie that the psychic paper couldn't show off or couldn't tell when he said he was a responsible adult, which I think was pretty much Matt Smith's Doctor in a nutshell. Okay, I got one more egg left. Also, I just realized I'm supposed to be looking at these, No, that's a Hakamo'o. But, like, even before, like, just going back to the whole specials thing, like, even before, even, like, before Power of the Doctor, all the specials, they felt kind of rushed and very, like, you wouldn't get invested in the regeneration specials until, like, the actual regeneration sequence happened. Like, Chibnall, I know he's not a very popular showrunner for the series. Like, his run wasn't super popular. I can't judge, because, again, the only episode from his era I really watched was Power of the Doctor, which I thought was a great episode, to be honest. But, like, Moffat's era especially, like, the regeneration scenes almost felt like an afterthought. Almost, like, sorry, everything leading up to the regeneration scene always felt like a bit of an afterthought. Even though I will freely admit, I came this close to crying during Matt Smith's regeneration. And I think that was probably the best handled regeneration of Capaldi's era. Not Capaldi's era, of Moffat's era as showrunner. Because I think everyone was expecting the big dramatic moment like what we had with Tennant. With Tennant's second regen... God damn it, Moffat really fucked with that regeneration cycle. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Matt Smith's final appearance in the show during Capaldi's first full episode as the Doctor. When he called Clara to tell her to just be patient with him because he's still, he's scared essentially. I can understand that particular scene being very really jerking on the heartstrings. Because, like, that's pretty much been, like, the last time we've ever seen Matt Smith in Doctor Who. And I know Capaldi, as far as I know, Capaldi says he doesn't really want to come back. Which I think is kind of a sentiment to how poorly run. I loved Capaldi's Doctor. Capaldi's Doctor is my Doctor. But I can also admit that his run was very poorly managed. Like, that was... Like, with the exception of Series 8, I think it was? No. Series 10. His final series. And that was, that you had, like, him and Bill. Yeah. Yeah, Face the Raven? The Raven, I think, was a very emotional episode. I'll admit, I was kind of in tears when we realized about Clara in the diner at the end of Series 9. And I know... I think with Capaldi's regeneration too, there were a couple moments where I was on the verge of tears. Like when the alien turned into Clara, as the whole tradition of saying goodbye to former companions kind of happened during Twice Upon a Christmas, or Twice Upon a Time. But like, I think I've actually yet to have, like, besides maybe, I think Tennant's monologue right before he accepted that Wilf was going to be the reason his regeneration sequence started. I don't think any episode really kind of had me in, like, really actually had me straight up bawling on a first view. Any regeneration sequence really had me straight up bawling. I think... Yeah, no. I can't really think of a regeneration sequence where, like, that really... Like, really brought on the water. Like, again, there were two I can think of that came close that I've seen. The rest were, like, all I'm going to say with the final special is I hope they give Tennant a better final farewell. Like, I get why Davies did what he did Tennant's first farewell the way he did. I don't want to go. Because, like, I think it's been kind of theorized that Tennant's Doctor was kind of the most human Doctor we've had. And again, the fact that Tennant changed, went with told Davies to try to go with a take where he wasn't, like, on the verge of tears. Like, I don't want to go. Sounding like almost a crying child. I'm glad Tennant made that scene as good as he could have. But I really do hope Davies kind of rights the does a better job with Tennant's fucking third regeneration. Jesus Christ, that man has regenerated 3 times. There was the Tennant into Tennant, then Tennant into Smith, and now we're gonna have Tennant into Gatwa. No, we're not talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. Actually talking about Doctor Who. Because, like, the guy who's currently playing the Doctor, David Tennant, his, first... This is actually the second time he's played the Doctor, this is actually the second incarnation of the Doctor he's played. What was I gonna say? But during his first regeneration, his first farewell, I guess, from the series, I can't even call it his first regeneration, because he technically changed his form. Okay, clarification for regeneration before I go on. The Doctor is an alien who can change their form when... as a way to kind of cheat death. It's a trick the series has used ever since the series first started in 1963. I think the first regeneration was in 1966. Because basically, William Hartnell, the actor who played the original Doctor, he had a disease that was causing a hardening of the arteries, and he was just getting too old. He was forgetting his lines constantly. He was having health problems, and he was told, and he was basically let go from the show and replaced with the second incarnation of the Doctor, played by Patrick Troughton. So, with that backstory out of the way, when it came time for David Tennant, the 10th Doctor's first farewell from the series, his first regeneration special. I can't even say first, because technically there was a second time he regenerated in series 4, which was of the revived series, which still had... It's confusing. It's very confusing. During his first farewell from the series, let's say, he infamously said, "I don't want to go," which kind of left his successor, Matt Smith, on a bit of rocky ground to start, because people were thinking, oh, well, Tennant said that was Tennant talk. That was David Tennant talking, not the 10th Doctor. So they thought he was let go. He was fired from the show, and he actually didn't want to leave. It was a bad writing choice from the showrunner, who was also leaving at that point. The showrunner is basically like a head writer, a producer, or an executive producer. It's a person who wears many kind of hats for the show. But I forget what I was trying to say now. But yeah, there were multiple takes of that regeneration scene. That final line Tennant was going to say, the "I don't want to go." And one of them, he was he was supposed to be holding back tears at that point. But one of them, he literally sounded like, he's playing in the ball pit at McDonald's, and his mom's telling him, "Oh, sweetie, it's time to go home." "I don't want to go." I think there were like 5 or 6 different ways he said the line. And Tennant told Russell T Davies, who was the showrunner at the time and is now the showrunner again. He told him, "You know what? I think I want to do it in a way where I'm trying to keep I'm trying a little more to keep myself composed." But the "I don't want to go" was kind of a very infamous regeneration scene for the show. If not just because it gave it made Matt Smith, Tennant's successor, kind of have an uphill battle to fight. And I don't want to see the same thing happen to Ncuti Gatwa, who is going to be the 15th, technically, incarnation of the Doctor. Because Tennant was both the 10th and now the 14th incarnation of the character. Because even though technically it was also one that they don't like to talk about, because at the time, for a long time, they thought that this particular incarnation was the reason why their homeworld was destroyed. I will say, there are I will say, of the regeneration scenes we've had, there are, because that I've seen, I've only ever watched New Who. I've seen like one classic Who serial, which was The Caves of Androzani, which was the final serial of the 5th actor to play the Doctor, Peter Davison, who ironically is actually the father-in-law of the 10th and 14th Doctor, David Tennant. Kind of hilarious. Okay, what I was do now. I guess I should probably swap out my eggs. And I think I'm gonna go to Area 0 for the last little bit. But, what was I gonna say? Of the New Who regenerations I've seen, there are some lines, they've actually had a pretty good track record with the regeneration scenes. I think there's only 2 where, like, one of them was kind of like I didn't really feel anything about it. And that was the regeneration of the War Doctor. That was the one that they thought destroyed their homeworld. Just because, like, the final line there was, I do hope the ears are less conspicuous this time, which was based on a joke the Doctor he would have turned into, the 9th Doctor, played by Christopher Eccleston. His first comments about himself when he finally saw his body was that he thought the ears were a little too big. It's weird. One of the first comments the Doctor always makes is commenting about their appearance, or making some kind of comment about their appearance. When David Tennant's first line was him commenting that he thought his teeth were weird. Matt Smith was relieved that he still had legs, and basically commenting on his entire appearance in one go. I have never been here before. I've never seen this area before. Peter Capaldi commented that he had new kidneys and he did not like the color of his kidneys. I don't know what I don't know if Jodie Whittaker made any comments like that. I know she, I know her first line in the series was, "Oh, brilliant," because this was the first time that we'd had a woman play the Doctor. Yeah, a lot of people were unsurprisingly up in arms about that, because it's like, oh, what? Even though we've had to establish that Time Lords can change gender upon regeneration. No, she didn't. She didn't make a comment. Okay, so it wasn't like. Okay, I actually need to run to the bathroom real quick. Oh god, I need to run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. gave Whitaker the benefit of the doubt, and ultimately the writing failed. Yeah, that's kind of the consensus I had heard, was that, again, Chibnall's era just was not a very popular era of the show. I can't judge super much on that, because the only episode I saw was Power of the Doctor, and I loved that final episode. Partially because it reminded me a lot of Journey's End, which was the series 4 finale in a lot of ways. Like, this was a way to reunite all the previous companions in a way that didn't feel like, oh, the Doctor's just saying farewell to everyone. Although, granted, Journey's End was not David Tennant's final episode, not the final episode of David Tennant's run as the 10th Doctor. There was The End of Time, which was, I think, the last time we'd had a two-part finale, a two-part send-off for an actor who played the Doctor. Although I don't think we've had, like, a really, really good regeneration episode since... I mean, okay, The Power of the Doctor. Before The Power of the Doctor, I don't think we'd had, like, a really, really good regeneration episode since, I want to say The Parting of Ways, which was Christopher Eccleston's exit from the series. Oh. Like, I think Whitaker... Like, there's always this saying I've heard that there's never been a bad actor to play the Doctor, and from what little I had seen of Whitaker, I think that statement is still true. And also, like, messy writing aside with Davies, I am kind of interested to see what's really changed with him on the show. Or what's really, if anything, like, really changed, if he's gonna go a little too wacky again. Uh-oh. Plus, like, I'm very interested in seeing Gatwa's. Like, it's obvious we have, like, an idea of how his regeneration, of how he's... I think there's, like, a small idea of how his, regeneration is going to go. Well, of how his personality is going to kind of show. And like that. But we've really only seen, like, one kind of clip of that, because it's basically been in every single trailer for the 60th anniversary specials. And really, I think the only other inclination we've seen of what Gatwa's Doctor is going to be like was the modified version of the updated version of Adventures in Space, An Adventure in Space and Time, which was the biopic on the creation of Doctor Who. Because originally it ends with William Hartnell looking over the console of the TARDIS at the beginning of his of filming his regeneration scene, and seeing Matt Smith there kind of signify Doctor Who will still go on long after he's gone. And they modified it recently, because it was an obvious screenshot. They modified it recently to show Ncuti Gatwa's incarnation of the Doctor, and he seems a little more kind of playful, almost, which I think is going to be kind of interesting. But I think that's gonna be a nice. I think that's a nice insight into what Gatwa's Doctor will be like. But we won't know for certain until for another few weeks. For another 2 weeks almost, yeah. Because this coming Saturday is going to be, I'm assuming, the first part of a two-part, of what's going to be a two-part special. Because there's really nothing for David and Catherine to do in between there, other than just go straight into the Celestial Toymaker, which is the rumor of who the big bad for this series, for these specials is going to be. I thought it was a well. I saw that and I was silent. Thank you for starting. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It was like, again, it was to show like how the legacy of Doctor Who is going to. What happened? What? Something jump out at you? And oh jeez, how did a giraffe get up there? How the fuck did a giraffe get up there? Johnny Chatot. Ooh, nice. Cause like, and here's the funny thing. There was, I want to say, a 20-year period where Doctor Who just wasn't airing because it had been canceled by the BBC. Almost 20-year period, because there were like 2 specials. One was a made-for-TV movie that was gonna try to serve as like a reboot for the show, and then there was a 15-minute special. I think Dimensions of Time was a 15-minute special that had featured all the surviving actors who had played the Doctor at the time. So this had been the 3rd through 7th incarnations of the Doctor, because the 1st and 2nd Doctors had been long since dead. I think the 2nd Doctor's last appearance would have been like the mid to late 80s, during I think it was the 25th or I think it was the 25th. The 25th anniversary of the show, the 2 Doctors. Which was the 6th Doctor needing to save the 2nd Doctor from... What was it? I think it was, Centaurans, who are like a... They're like a warmongering group of Mr. Potato Head clones. That's really the best way I can describe them. Like, they're literally born and bred for combat. That's their whole... That's shiny. Is that a shiny Iron Treads? I need to check that. It's hard to tell in the light. It's always hard to tell in the lighting with Iron Treads, but... Like, I feel like the treads themselves would also... Yeah, no, that's not shiny. I need to up the count? I can't remember if I need to up the count or not now. That's probably fine. But yeah, the show had been canceled from like 1989 all the way up to 2005. And then they brought the show back in 2005 with Christopher Eccleston as the 9th incarnation of the Doctor. There was a TV movie that featured the regeneration into the 8th incarnation. It was played by Paul McGann, and like Paul McGann is unfortunately one of those incarnations. He's had a couple on-screen appearances as the Doctor, and he's done a lot of audio dramas as his incarnation. In fact, I think there was an infamously lost episode of Doctor. I want to say lost episode. They never had a chance to make it properly. Called Shada. It was supposed to be from the 4th Doctor's run on the show, Tom Baker. They actually did, I think, an audio drama of it with the 8th Doctor instead of the 4th Doctor. Although they did eventually release a version of the episode they filmed with the Fourth Doctor, but there was so much missing that there were literally whole sequences where Tom Baker, the actor who played the Fourth Doctor, would just kind of pop in on screen, or they'd cut away to him in the studio and be like, "Okay, so this is what was supposed to happen, but we didn't film it because, we ran out of budget." I think that was the whole reason why they had started working on Shada, but it had been canceled due to budget. I think due to budget reasons. There's also a novelization of the episode. I actually have it. I just haven't read it. Oh, I should probably swap out my eggs. Which means the count is not off. Also, there are almost no Fiona in these last few battles. Actually, there's one new character I really, besides Rose Noble, there's one other character that they introduced in the special that I really like. I don't remember her name. I don't think I caught her name. But it's the unit science officer, in the wheelchair. She was honestly, probably my favorite way to introduce the episode. Just because she seems like the kind of character that doesn't find efficient using animation in the scenes that were filmed. Ah, okay. The animation doesn't look as bad as like that crappy Flash animation of those Lost episodes, right? Yeah, infamously with Doctor Who, up until, I want to say, the mid-70s, the BBC's, the name is Unit Scientific Advisor 56. Ah, okay. I think it was 56. Yeah, 56 or 65. She doesn't have an actual name, which is unfortunate because, I don't know, I feel like there's a certain amount of lines a character should have where it stops becoming just a featured featured extra, and they should actually have a name. That should actually be a named character at that point. They don't use real names because code names. Yeah, we're gonna have to have words with Kate Lethbridge Stewart at some point. There's a Doug Trio stuck in the wall. Although, I'm very interested to see what Kate Stewart's reaction is going to be to Tennant's incarnation of the Tennant's newest Tennant coming back as the Doctor. Fighting two Alpha Chadots. Yikes. That should be fun. But yeah, back what I was saying before. I think pre-1975, the BBC had, the Actors Union had these weird rules. The Actors Union had these weird rules where if you wanted to do a rerun of a show, you basically had to refilm it. So they actually taped over a lot of older episodes of the show, and others were copies of other episodes were straight up burned, like destroyed, due to the BBC's copyright laws at the time. So there were like, I think, I want to say about less than 100 episodes that are still lost, including the full episode featuring the First Doctor's regeneration. Like, the whole episode is just lost to time and bad business practices. As far as we know, there have been copies of some of these lost episodes that were found, and there were some where they only had the audio. So to rectify the solution, they decided to go with poorly animated versions of the episodes with the actual audio from the filming. Doctor Who has just like a really complicated history behind it sometimes. Like, especially towards the end of the classic series run, where the head of drama, I think it was the head of drama at the BBC, was actively trying to get the show taken off the air due to budgetary issues and low ratings. To the point where there's only ever been one actor who has not stepped away from the role of their own accord. And that was Colin Baker, the actor who played the Sixth Doctor. I would put him in a very similar vein to Jodie Whittaker in that he was a good man to play the Doctor, I think. And like, the darker tone was an interesting idea, but you know, there's dark tones, and then there's, oh hey, I'm gonna try to, one of the first things I'm gonna do on screen is try to strangle my companion. That's an infamous scene from Colin Baker's first full episode as the Doctor, because a common thing with post-regeneration episodes is that the Doctor, in still trying to figure out who they are, in the context of the series, of the universe, not in like terms of what the actor's gonna do, they usually start acting very weird and have good luck with that Riolo outbreak, bud. They're usually acting very off. Everything else. Michael Grade, he was also a dick who hated Doctor Who and did, yeah, he was just against science fiction in general. Which, to be fair, so was Sidney Newman, the man who created Doctor Who. He didn't want it to be, like, he wanted it to be science fiction, but he didn't want a lot of the common tropes that made people hate science fiction. So no robots, no bug-eyed monsters, no little green men, which were the terms used for aliens at the time. In fact, the terms, the acronyms for Bug-Eyed Monster and Little Green Men are where the names for LGM and BEM came from. Because the acronyms for Bug-Eyed Monster and Little Green Men are LGM and BEM. Which I always thought was kind of cool there. But yeah, it was so, Colin Baker's departure from Doctor Who, I say departure, he was fired. He was fired from the show. Yeah. They really have. They really have. And like, here's the thing. Daleks probably saved the show from being canceled very early on in the series, too. If an adventure in space and time are to be believed, the Daleks were probably what saved the show. Which was ironic, because Sidney apparently didn't want Daleks because it violated his no BEM rule, or no robots or bug-eyed monsters rule. Again, this is going off of the biopic. This is based off of the movie, the biopic they made based on about the creation of the show. It's not like biopics haven't taken liberties with the stories they're based off of before. Go to the Zero Gate. Actually, if she's still alive, I'm kind of upset that they haven't had Carol Ann Ford appear again as the Doctor since Dimensions in Time. Carol Ann Ford was actually one of the first companions the Doctor ever had. She played the Doctor's granddaughter, Susan. Because like we had, what's his name, the guy who played Ian Chesterton. He showed up. He was one of the he was one of the companions. He was one of the Doctor's first companions, and he showed up in The Power of the Doctor. My jaw dropped when I realized who when I realized who was at that that kind of former companion support group. Like, I'll admit, the woman who played Mel, I had to look her up because I couldn't put my finger on who she was. With Ian Chesterton, one of the first Doctor's companions. The second I saw the name tag, I was like, Ian. Who's the Doctor? No, the name Ian. Then I immediately said out loud, "Holy shit, Chesterton." Ian Chesterton. It was one of the first companions for the show. Like, I low-key really do hope that we get to see a few more past actors within these specials, but I think realistically, it's probably just going to be, especially considering they were filming this during COVID. They were filming these specials during COVID. I think, or during the height of the COVID pandemic. I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure that, the only people they really could have gotten, they really were able to bring in for the shoot, were going to be, Tennant, Catherine Tate, and Bernard Cribbins, who unfortunately passed not long after, he unfortunately passed away not long after the filming of the 60th anniversary specials. But we know he's there because there were some set pictures that showed him, and this was before we found out that, this was before we had found out that David Tennant was going to be a whole new incarnation of the Doctor, not just reprising his role as the 10th Doctor. Because, like, I think the big thing I remember reading, and I think a lot of people thought at the time, that's unfortunate. Better luck next time, bud. What was I gonna say? We thought this was gonna be another multi-Doctor special, which was like a huge thing they did for anniversaries. It was like, I think the 10th anniversary of the show, you had the 3 Doctors, which technically only featured the 2nd and 3rd Doctor, because William Hartnell was unfortunately he couldn't. His health wasn't. He was in terrible health essentially, so he couldn't even travel to the set to film. He had to shoot a cameo essentially. Then there was the 5 Doctors, which was, I believe, the 20th anniversary of the show. 20th anniversary episode. I talked about that earlier. It had a new guy playing the 1st Doctor, as well as the actors who play, or as well as the 2nd and 3rd Doctors joining the 5th Doctor to deal with a big threat that was basically trying to remove the Doctor from the timeline. And the actor who played the 4th Doctor, Tom Baker, was essentially, even though they called it the 5 Doctors, he wasn't there. His only appearance was in stock footage, being essentially taken out of the time loop and being stuck in a pocket of space and time. I think it was the explanation they had said. James, you're probably more likely to have known this because you would have grown up you would have probably watched it on PBS, like a rerun of it on PBS or something. I don't know, because like, I think you would have been like three or 4 when the 5, probably 3 when the 5 Doctors came out. 2 or 3 when the 5 Doctors came out. I wouldn't have been born yet. That's how long ago that was. That's how long ago that special was. Oh, shit. I forgot to swap my eggs again. I'm a dumbass! Alright. So I think I got enough time to finish this last batch of eggs. And then I think I'm gonna call it. But we will be back on Tuesday night for some more Rise of the Tomb Raider. Partially because, like, even though I do have a tournament I need to practice for, I kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of a little disillusioned with Pokemon right now. Like, I feel like outside of just doing these Masuda hunts for the starters I can't find for the stuff I can't find in the wild, or it's just easier to hunt Masuda for. I feel like there's not much for me to do, and especially with the connection issues I've been having recently, I don't really feel comfortable. I don't really feel comfortable going on the ladder live on stream, so I'm just gonna do Rise of the Tomb Raider. And Max, if you're still here, I don't, or if you're, just to answer your question about Kingdom Hearts, I'm gonna wait until the new year to do, I think it's to do the next game in the series, just because I wanna, I'm gonna buy the game after Christmas, because I still need to actually, like, it's on my Throne wish list. If you guys wanna contribute to that, but I don't generally plug the throne that often, because I don't even ask you guys to subscribe. I feel guilty whenever, I feel guilty asking for that kind of stuff for some reason. Like, I have it, it's there, but I also don't usually plug it because I just for some reason feel very guilty, asking you guys if you want to sub, or if you want to, or if asking you guys, or talking about subscribing to my Twitch channel, or contributing to the throne, or contributing to stuff on the throne wish list. By the way, the throne stuff, that's only like there's a panel for it if you're watching down below the screen if you're watching on Twitch. I should probably I could probably put like a timer up for it on YouTube, but I just don't. I feel guilty even bringing that stuff up a lot of times. I've got a lot of Skiddo around me. Alright, so, oh wow, these are all gonna be Fiona eggs. I think these will probably be done by the time I go into that cave. I think we're almost there. This is our Terra Houndoom. And actually, that's it for the eggs. Okay. So, go ahead and I'll go ahead and I'll release these. I'll release these once we're done here. But for now, let's go ahead and let's fly off to Pokemon Center. I'll go to the one in Cortando. Or one of the ones in Cortando. Alright. But, like I said, that is going to be it for us tonight. So thank you all so much for joining in. If you would like to follow on social media or join our awesome Discord community, links, as always, are in the chat. I'm going to quickly... How those work out? Linktree? Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, it was Linktree and socials. Okay. Anyways, thank y'all so much for joining in. If you would like to follow on social media or join our awesome Discord community, links as always are in the chat off to the side. For those of you who are watching on Twitch, let's go find someone to send the love over to tonight. Who do we got? Who do we got that we can send the love over to? Let's go send the love. Hopefully he's still alive here, but let's go send the love over to Radio Dead Air. Nash is playing Baldur's Gate 3. Hopefully he's not just about to wrap up like last time we raided. But until next time, I am Kira Kennedy. Thank you all so much for joining in, and I will see you on Tuesday. Peace!